Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. So, we are going to do 5 minutes of Reiki followed by 5 minutes of free for all questions or card of the day. So, the Reiki, I am setting the intention for whatever will benefit each of you the most as individuals. If you have something more specific that you would like the Reiki to focus on, feel free to adjust that intention. For those of you who are watching this after the broadcast is over, still feel free to receive the Reiki. You can get just as much benefit from it as those who are here right now. So let's just get the Reiki started. Tammy Bambi, hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my dear. Thank you for the thumbs up. Whoever all gave me thumbs ups already. See two of them there already. I am fantastic, my dear. How are you? Steph Lagala, hello, hello. Yasmin, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm fantastic, my dear. Thank you. How are you? Rena Sada, hello, hello. Technology is so great. We can speak to all over the world all at one time. Woohoo! I'm fantastic, my dear. How are you? The weather has cooled off here. We're having nice, beautiful, wonderful weather. Let's see, we started Reiki at 38 after the hour. It's 1:38 here Mountain Time in the US, so we'll finish it up at 43 after the hour. Glad to hear you're good, Tammy Bambi. Uh-oh, you may want to refresh to get some sound. Cheryl Hug, hello, hello. And feel Reiki. It's hot, hot, hot in Oregon, huh? Yesterday was hot, hot, but I'm loving today's weather. Hot in France as well, huh? Loving light, hello. Hot in Louisiana. Rena Sada, do you know where Avo is? I think it's spelled Avoux, maybe Aous. Saturday night in Paris. We are doing well. Sugar Q, hello, hello. Gemma Croft Baker, hello, hello. Yasmin Smith, hello, hello. California, huh? You need some motivation. Motivation for what? It's Saturday. Isn't this the flop on the couch day? As if I have a regular day to flop on the couch, but some people do. Saritha Parson, hey, hey, welcome. Glad to see you here, honey. You're having a lazy day today. I've watered my garden. What else have I done? Practiced my violin. Done a little cleaning. You feel really tired today? Well, we know we had that full moon only like 3 days ago. That can be still affecting us. Regina Singleton, glad to see you here, my dear. We've got 2 more minutes of Reiki. Glad you're feeling great, love and light. 1 more minute. No, 2 more minutes of Reiki. I might have said 2 more minutes when we really had 3 minutes. I'm not sure. We're going to end at 43 after the hour, according to my clock. The bottom of my foot is itching. I don't know why. Wonder if that means that I'm going to be traveling soon or something. I'm just making up stuff here. Just so you know. One more minute of Reiki. Nope, and there went the chat. I love it when I can actually see the chat. That makes life so much easier. I don't know what's going on. This is kind of a new thing for the chat to be disappearing like this. When we started doing videos this way, this didn't happen. Here we go. That's what it means in superstition? I had never heard of that before. And my chat's gone again. It was in for like 20 seconds. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hopefully it'll come back in 20 seconds. I'm not to questions yet, Yasmin. You guys are jumping the gun. No jumping the gun allowed. Sand, hello, hello. Glad to see you in the room. How are you? I do need to wrap up this Reiki, though. And now we're on to CODs or free for all questions. Okay. Okay, Gemma Croft Baker. We're going to start with Lenormand for you. If these roommates are going to buy your mobile home, geez, you still want to be connected to these people at all, Tammy Bambi? Okay, Gemma Croft Baker. House card. Ooh, baby, baby, you got the heart. Don't think I have to say what that has to do with. And you've got the moon. So, Gemma Croft Baker, there's going to be somebody that you're interacting with in the evening after dark when the moon would be out. And there may be some kind of romantic relationship or some kind of romantic feelings towards that person. Doesn't have to be romantic, but definitely feelings of love between you and somebody else who are interacting after dark. So this could happen within the past 24 hours or the next 24 hours, Ms. Gemma. Tammy Bambi. Are these roommates going to buy Tammy Bambi's mobile home? Are the roommates that Tammy Bambi is talking about going to buy her mobile home? La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Oh, there's a couple of cards that just fell. Looks to me like they do have options besides just your mobile home that they're thinking about. They absolutely could. We have the Magician coming up here. I think communication about this is going to be very slow, but eventually there will be some healing around this. I think eventually they will. I think they're going to take their sweet time. Tammy Bambi, if you don't find somebody that wants to buy it before they pull the trigger, then they will. You might find somebody to buy it before they pull the trigger, though. I don't know if you're going to want to wait as long as they want to wait to get their stuff together. Regina Singleton, does my oldest son have the same father as the other two kids? Oh, there's our DNA test for that. Alrighty. His oldest son, the same father as the other two kids. Yes, definitely yes. La da 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 da. So oldest son does have the same father as the other two kids. That's absolute yes. Let's see. Sugar Q. Will I get my own car soon, please? Define soon for me, Sugar Q. Is that within 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 years? What is soon in your world? Yasmin Smith, COD for you. Princess of Pentacles shows up. This tells me that you either have within the past 24 hours or within the next 24 hours are receiving bad news about money or about material goods. The kind of news you would rather not hear. Alrighty. So that's for Yasmin. Love and Light wants a COD. We're happy that you're here as well as Sand. This is for Love and Light. Love and Light, same exact card, Page of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to be hearing some kind of news that you wish you didn't have to hear about money or material goods. Can't believe we got two of those out of two separate decks right after each other. A Sand COD. If we get another Page of Pentacles in reverse, I am going to be like, what the... A Sand. Not a Page of Pentacles. You got the Woodward. The Woodward just says that you have a decision to make, a Sand, about some kind of situation and people involved in that situation in your life where somebody was trying to do something and it ended up not in a good way. And you have to figure out, did they intend for it to end not in a good way, or did they have good intentions and somehow things went off track? So that's something that you have in front of you. Either, well, you may have already had to sort this out as of yesterday, or you'll have it within the next 24 hours to sort out. Okay? So that's a Sand, and that was the timer. So we're done with cards of the day and questions. Let me catch up on feedback here. How much are general in-depth readings? General readings, here's how my readings work, Love and Light. When you say a general reading, a lot of readers will just like have you come in and they'll just read for you and they won't have you ask any questions or whatever. They'll just tell you everything that they see. I don't do that. That's my idea of what a general reading is. So for me, when I do a reading for somebody, what happens is I do a verification process, which is Spirit's chance to say whatever needs to be said to that person without any direction from that person. Once that verification process is complete, then the reading is steered completely by the other person's questions. So I do ask that my clients come to me with a list of questions, starting with the most important down to the least important. And once we go through the verification process and they know that I haven't had too much caffeine in my system and that I'm on, that there's nothing wrong, that I'm not whack, that I'm doing well, then we start going through those questions. So I don't do a per se general reading like that. It's all question driven. You guys get to decide what we actually look at and what we don't look at. The only thing I really request is that I'm not comfortable with telling you if somebody is going to die that's in your family or when you're going to die, stuff like that. I don't like to answer those questions. And then also like specific medical questions where you want me to come up with a diagnosis. I don't really have the vocabulary for that. Either of those two things I don't like in readings. I won't do in readings. Let's put it that way. Anything else is pretty much on the table though. So as far as the price for an in-depth reading, you're looking at 30 minutes is going to be $100, 45 minutes is $150, and 60 minutes is $200. Okay, so Yasmin says, I just changed my mind all of a sudden. And it worked out. Cool. The Moon card is a pretty sweet card in just about any deck as far as artwork. Gemma Croft Baker's like, oh, her gears are turning on her message. I remember your message. Oh, they're like your own kids. I thought you were so frustrated with them. You were ready to see them go, Tammy Bambi. Saritha. I can tell you something about the relationship that you're in, but I'm done with that already. You'll have to catch me another day. Yasmin, you're funny. What your present is for your 1 year anniversary. Saritha, I can connect with anybody's energy. That's what I do. I am a professional. What do you mean you suck at life? Jeez. You're so funny, Regina. Okay, so let's see. 2 months is what you would have asked Sugar Cube. You're going to have to catch me next time, but next time be really specific on your question, okay? You're funny, Regina. Just because I said what you wanted to hear doesn't make me amazing. You're talking to a new guy? Awesome, Tammy. That's fantastic. I hope it goes well for you. Oh, you had an unexpected expense yesterday. Well, that would make sense with the cards you got. Good morning, Irene. Back. Glad to see you, honey. You're quite welcome, Sugar Q. Money comes and money goes. That's true, Yasmin. Regina remembers whenever I said you were going to have a new guy. I don't remember that, but Regina remembers. Isn't that funny? Thank you, Sand, and you as well, my dear. Anastasia, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you back in the room. That's true. We do all get upset with our kids. At least that's what they tell me. He's a Leo. Ooh, fiery one. That could be fun. How long have I been doing the tarot? I've been using the tarot decks since 2012. I started reading professionally in 2012. I went full time with the psychic readings in 2013, and then I added Reiki like a couple of years ago to my practice. So I'm not an old timer, but I've been doing this long enough to know what I'm doing. I figure if I can support myself with it, I must be doing something okay. Yasmin, would you like to have a really great money affirmation that helps to bring money in? It did not just come to me. It's definitely a skill that you develop. Um, the psychic stuff. Okay, well, let me back up. I didn't know that I was psychic, although I was having psychic stuff happen to me pretty much all my life. Like my grandma knew when I was still in diapers, but I didn't know. Um, After my significant other passed away in the end of 2011, October 29th of 2011, I started hearing from him regularly, and that's what tipped me off that maybe I was talking to somebody on the other side. And then after that, that developed into the psychic readings and all of that stuff. So I had been like naturally doing psychic stuff all my life, but I didn't know that that's what it was. And then after I found out what it was, as far as with the cards, that's something that you really have to learn. But it is a good way to really tap into your psychic abilities because you can use that as a way to communicate with spirit. Right. It's a matter of being open to it. So let's see, Yasmin, are you still in the room? Do you want an affirmation that'll help you bring in some money? Well, actually, we're all born with psychic abilities. It's just a matter of do we tap into them or not? Okay, so I'm going to type this. out. This is actually something that I stole from a Bob Proctor video. And it's always worked for me. This thing works like crazy. And everybody that I give it to, when they use it, they start seeing it work too. So that's why I'm passing it along to you, Yasmin, because you're telling me, you're basically saying you have money issues. So I think this can help you. So let me type out the affirmation. It starts with, I am so happy and grateful now because money comes to me in ever increasing amounts. You'll have to write this down so you can remember it. In ever increasing amounts through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I gave this to a couple of friends of mine one time who were having trouble with the bank. The bank was saying that they were overdrawn by like $600 because of some kind of error that the bank had actually made. But the bank didn't realize they had made it. And so these people were really stressing because basically they had just gotten paid and they had no money and they were in the hole. And the bank was adding up all these late fees like every single day. You know how the banks do with the fees. And so I gave them this and they started saying that, and they said it for like 45 minutes. I think each of them did for 45 minutes. And then the next day they got a phone call from the bank. The bank had caught a mistake and they told them that they actually had like over $600 actually in the account. So um, that's just one little story. I mean, everybody I've given this to has come back to me with stories about what this affirmation has done for them. So use that freely. It is exactly like a muscle. Psychic abilities are like muscles. You use it or you lose it. Regina, I mostly just worked with Sacred Spirit to teach myself. Like, I have a whole psychic language too that's not the cards, like, because I read energy. So there are a lot of things that come in and give me messages. If I see certain things, if I hear certain things, I'm very clairaudient. I hear a lot of things that are not like nobody else can hear. And I really just worked with spirit to find that. A lot of that stuff I did not take classes for. Um, I've probably gone to like 5 psychic classes as far as reading the cards in my whole life, at the most, probably not even that. The first thing that I did when I started getting into the tarot, I bought a book that went with the first tarot deck that I bought, and I read the book. And then I also just looked at the card, saw what drew my eye, and started interpreting based on the energetic effects of that too. So knowing the basic meaning helps, and then adding that psychic layer of reading the energy really adds a lot of accuracy to the cards. But you don't have to go to classes to learn this stuff, guys. Spirit will teach you. What are you asking about for 45 minutes, Saritha? It's going to take you more than 45 minutes to learn the tarot cards. You're quite welcome, Sugar. No, I've never heard of a Merkuba. Right? Affirmations work. Okay, guys, I've been here way too long. It's time for me to get out of here. Everybody have a fantastic, fantastic weekend, and I'll see you all the next time. Peace out. You're quite welcome, Tammy Bambi. Yep, just learn the basics of the deck of cards that you have, and then let Spirit speak to you on the other layers. You're quite welcome.